Councilor Johnson?
So I do have concerns that we only allotted 10 minutes for a one-year appointment. I don't think that is nearly enough time to get an understanding of what people can do for the council. I also have concerns that I don't remember seeing an email requesting questions from councilors that wanted to be asked. And then one of the questions I would like added is to have the individual validate and that they have been residents of the city of Virginia and are actual residents in the city for the last 30 days.
Mayor, can I respond to that?
Okay, thank you. Yes, Pam?
In response.
Use your microphone so it can be recorded, please.
This is the same protocol that was used the last time. We had a vacancy. It was 10 minutes allotted. There's 4 questions. They're pretty simple questions. The main questions were on their applications that they submitted, which I gave to everybody to review prior. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions before we move?
I do have one more.
Yes, Councilor Johnson?
It also needs to be noted that there was one applicant that was not available today because of a medical appointment, and that applicant was not given an opportunity to have an alternative interview date.
Okay, that's on the record. Thank you, Councilor Johnson. And these interviews are being recorded live on television. Councilor Beyondich?
Thank you. If that is taken into consideration, I would also, just learning upon a counselor being absent because of illness, that I don't know what we do, if we just reschedule the whole thing till everybody can be here, or how we handle that. So if we make an exception for one thing, we have to make it for the other.
Yeah, Mayor,
Yes, Pam?
the person that could not make it today was emailed twice and phone call was given. And he is under the, I had given the information that we have to do this within 30 days. So today is literally the last day that we can possibly do interviews for this. And to your question, we have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Those are items for the record. So I apologize, we didn't start at 8 o'clock. We started at 8:05 for the interviews. And so we did do a lot, 10 minutes, and we're going to follow the schedule set by the city clerk with respect to what have we done in the past. And so we have 4 questions to ask you. Raquel, again, for the record, thank you for applying and welcome to the meeting. And so,
Do we have scoring sheets?
Okay, so the process we will be using is this identical to what we did the last time when there was an opening, a vacancy on the council. All the 4 questions will be asked of each candidate. You can write your responses on the paper for each person. You will be getting 1 slip of paper to rank each person 1 to 8, 1 with the lowest being the first choice, 8 being the last. And once everyone's done with that, I will enter those into the spreadsheet that will calculate the average for the lowest number of points.
okay, thank you. Councilor Motley? Good?
Yep.
Okay. On Personnel Committee, ask the questions. Please, Councilor Beyondich, because Councilor Paulson is not present.
Good morning. Welcome. So question 1, tell us one thing that you like about Virginia.
I like Alcott Park a lot. I like the lakes. I like the golf course. I'm a big outdoor recreation person. I like things to be clean, so I like that the city does a good job with maintaining things well here and giving us lots of options to recreate.
Thank you.
What do you hope to accomplish as a city council member?
I guess to lower the debt, to help the financial situation and to like make it more lively, hopefully boost the events, work with like the Chamber of Commerce to maybe get the ITMEC being more profitable so it pays for its expenses. Probably to also work on recreation programs and making it inclusive for everybody and a good place for everyone, not just
The city is continually looking for ways to reduce costs, maintain a balanced budget, and provide services. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget?
I know that animal control has been another issue lately, and I think maybe taking maybe a little bit tougher of an approach on the owners of these animals that are creating the problems. I know where I live, I have some neighbors that are contributing to it as well, and it's frustrating that we can't do much, and I know it is hard because you have to navigate with different kinds of people on different kinds of approaches, but there might be a way to curb some of that.
If you are not elected, what would you do to try help work on ideas or issues that are important to you?
Well, I guess anything that comes up that interests me, if I'm really interested in it, I kind of just go after it with my full heart. And so whatever comes up, I know EarthFest is coming up, so I've been trying to think of ideas for that, and just ideas for bettering the range and making it a better place to live.
Pam, are you keeping, is somebody keeping the scope, the time? Okay, so is it appropriate to ask if they have questions of us?
So it's a one-year appointment.
It is?
Okay. Is there an election for city council coming up?
The filing's in May of 2026 with the general election in November of 2026 for a 4-year term.
That would be my other, I guess, add-on to the last question, is that I may run if I don't get appointed today.
Well, we encourage you to follow your soul and your heart based on what you said today. So thank you very much for coming in. Raquel, appreciate the time. I know it was early in this morning, so
Yeah.
we will, yes, we will certainly let you know.
All right, sounds good.
And once again,
Your time.
Thank you.
thank you very much for coming in. Really appreciate it. Thank you kindly.
Nice to meet you. You my other hand that I'm not.
Yeah, could you? We'll close the door for that, so. Okay,
Thanks.
okay, our next candidate is Mr. Garrison Hale, scheduled for an 8:10 appointment. Mr. Hale is here today. Please come forward. Thank you very much.
Hello. Had a few of you over time.
Yes.
You know, I knew you. I go by Gary, but officially Garrison.
Well, thanks for coming, Mr. Hale, and thank you for applying for this position. We have 8 candidates, so we are going to stay on schedule for 10 minutes. We've reviewed your documents here, and so we have 4 questions to ask of you, and we are looking forward to have you do that. Councilor Beyondich, who is on the Personnel Committee, will be asking these questions, and so we have 10 minutes. So, Mr. Hale, once again, thank you and welcome.
turned it off. Tell us one thing you like about Virginia.
Pardon me?
Tell us one thing you like about Virginia.
What I can do for Virginia?
One thing you like.
One thing? I bring you about 35 years of experience as a city manager and county administrator across the state, and a consultant that's worked with the state auditor's office and the county association of Minnesota counties in a full-service city environment and county. Pretty well know most of the services that a city has because I've been involved with it. I also I've worked with railroad authorities, redeveloped 5 airports, and I've been involved with marketing. You're all probably familiar with the outlets of Albertville. It's one of my projects. And those are the types of things that were of interest to me over time. Also was in the early stages with the planner from Duluth to do the Giants Ridge. So I was in on that from the first day. So those are some of the things I could bring. I can get into a lot of detail, but I think I'll use the term full service. The only thing I haven't worked with was STEAM. And I was in communities that had it, but had been shut down. So I think that'd be the summary. If you have questions, I'll certainly be glad to be more detailed.
What do you hope to accomplish? I just want to make sure you can hear me. What do you hope to accomplish as a city council member?
I would like to believe that I can offer my many years of service working with you on your challenges, which are many, and it's not unusual for older communities to have a lot of challenges. Clay tile for sewage, and I know many communities, including here, have had a lot of I&I problems, and people end up with things in their basement that they didn't plan on, including businesses. It's that kind of thing. You hear, I had this misconception myself, if we can hold a community right here, we're going to do well. And the old timers told me, no, you're going to go like that. You need to be looking ahead and working ahead because there's always something to be done. And I learned over time, that's the truth. You need to keep looking. There's streets that you've been hitting pretty hard because of major infrastructure replacement. I worked in Chisholm and Boabic, and I know in Chisholm, we had some serious I&I problems, and we had to just keep moving on the streets to try and solve it. At the same time, you want to be a tourist attraction here. Virginia's in a unique position. And so you want to try and do that at the same time. And these things don't always go well financially. So I was here, you remember the 80s. And when we started working on Giants Ridge, everybody was laughing. But because we knew mining was still going to be number one. But could we bring in some other things, tourism? And I know you're working on that and have been for years, so it's not new, but that's something that I see as important to the community. I believe my background will help you. And the reason I applied is I felt that you could probably take advantage of some of my learning. Now, on the other hand, you have a lot of detail on your fabric of the community is in each one of you. As someone that's been moving around, I don't have quite that same depth in the community fabric, but I would look at you to provide that and help me.
Thank you. The city is continually looking for ways to reduce costs, maintain a balanced budget, and provide services. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget?
Well, I've had a lot of experience in budgets, and the one thing that you're doing this year that I sat through a county board doing, I won't tell you what county, but they went through every single line item. And I thought we were gonna have to tear our hair out, but when we got done, we all learned a lot. The governing board had a grasp of it rather than just more of an overview, and that is hard to do. I've been through downs and ups where one community I was in, we ended up by purchasing and training the people in the modern ways, we were able to reduce with attrition the number of employees because we had equipment that was much more in tune with today. I can't believe it's like driving the bigger mining trucks. So I believe in investing in employees, and I also know that sometimes you are faced with challenges in trying to keep your staffing levels. I'm going to get real specific on this. Sometimes you have to bite the bullet. I'm a checkbook kind of guy. We have so much money coming in, and I see something I'm going to bring up to you that scares me.
1 minute. 3. 3 minutes, go ahead.
Is local government aid. If we're looking at over $3 billion in shortfalls in the state budget next year, the year after, and I've been through this, so I speak with experience, it's possible that enough money coming in to fund county aid and fund local government aid isn't going to be there. Not all of it. You're looking at that as funding part of your operations, not as some surplus, as part of operations. If local government aid comes in short, you're going to be rushing around looking at what you're going to do. I was in a community where we got hit second half, a $400,000 shortfall. And the first thing in everybody's minds, we don't want to lay off the new employees that are working their heart out to become part of this family. What we ended up doing, and what I've done for years, is slowly purchase capital improvements over the year, not the first 2 months, so that I was able to hold off on those, readjust the capital plan with the council. Yeah, you don't like pushing things ahead, but sometimes we wanted to keep the young employees. I retired. Our senior water operator retired, our police chief retired, and one other employee, we eliminated the department and contracted it out. To try to keep the younger employees, and it worked.
You are not elected, what would you do to try to help work on issues or ideas that are important to you?
Do that one again?
Here, I'll let you read. It might be easier. I'll let you read it. Number 4.
If you are not elected, what would you do to try to help work on ideas and issues that are important to you? Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think that it would be serving on community volunteer type functions for sure. And I know you have a lot of community organizations that work together. I'm on the utility commission now. We're wrestling with some of the issues and trying to keep the rates so that they aren't going up is one thing that you don't have to wrestle with the people. This year, we voted not to change the rates for next year to try and help out as much as we could. It's doing that kind of volunteerism. And I know that you have a community foundation fund that can help things. I know Chisholm's is very active in picking up parts. Garden club, that type of thing that, well, that's in the city budget. Well, yeah, but we can help here. And we've got some volunteers that are willing to donate time. Those kind of involvements. And I'm a veteran, and I know Larry is, and I know he and the veterans do a lot to try and help. I was a Lion member in the East Range, and we would help the school and some of the organizations. When they were short of volunteers, the Lions would step in, and we'd supplement to keep things going. It's that kind of thing.
Thank you. 20 seconds.
Thank you, Mr. Hale.
Thank you for coming in.
Have you been a resident of Virginia for the last 30 days?
The what?
A resident. Have you lived here for 30 days?
In 30 days?
How long have you lived in Virginia, Mr. Hale?
How long have I been here?
Yeah.
About 3 years. But I've lived in Chisholm, I've lived in Moabic, and I lived in Evelyn for 12, 13 years. I mean, I'm here now, but was over there. I just wasn't into Virginia at the detail that a regular resident would have been.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hale. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Miss you.
Sorry, I know,
I know you have to work.
I'm sorry.
I know. It's a good thing to do. Thank you. And I've watched you on TV. You asked some good questions.
Thank you, I
You know,
appreciate
the
that.
hardest part of this things, a new council member, it takes a couple of years.
It does.
It's hard to believe that, but I mean, you go through the cycles. Thank you for the interview.
Okay, thanks
Appreciate
for
coming
applying.
in and getting to meet you.
Thank you for applying. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. No, we're getting, everybody has the same. So if I set it up.
Good morning.
8 minutes, just let me know. To the finals.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you for applying for this position. We have 4 questions we're going to ask you. We've reviewed your application moving forward, and we thank you for that. And then, so this is just a 10-minute interview to ask you just a few questions as we move forward. So once we complete the process, then we'll compile all the data from all the scoring, and then we'll make a decision today about who we're going to recommend to be appointing. So just to give you a timeline for that.
Okay.
So welcome, Brandy, and Councilor Beyondich has a series of questions for you as Personnel Committee. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in. Our first question is, could you tell us one thing that you like about Virginia?
Oh my gosh, be a long answer. I originally grew up in western Minnesota, like 30 minutes west of Minneapolis. When I had my daughter, I picked Virginia as where I'd want to raise her. And moving here was difficult because I didn't really know anybody, but the community has been amazing. I've just kind of embraced everything. I've worked for a nonprofit. I work at the school. I try to get involved in as many things as I can. And we've been here now 10 years and don't plan on leaving. I really do enjoy being a part of this community. That's the short answer.
Thank you very much.
What do you hope to accomplish as a city council member?
Involvement. I hope to learn more from being a city council member. I hope to be able to give fresh eyes to some of the issues that are going on. Like I said, I've worked for a few nonprofits. I volunteer a lot on different committees and stuff. Bringing that aspect, some transparency to the community, maybe a bridge to the average person in the community.
The city is continually looking for ways to reduce costs, maintain a balanced budget, and provide services. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget? 8 minutes. Okay, we're.
Sorry. To be honest, haven't looked deep into the city's budget. I think that just having some fresh eyes on to what's going on and somebody willing to learn and listen to what everybody has to say, including the community members, would be an asset. So you guys have been in it for a while. So I think just a new perspective.
You are not elected. What would you do to try to help work on ideas or issues that are important to you?
I would do anything really to try to help this community. So, I mean, I could come to meetings, I could support in any way you guys need. I think it's important for everybody to work together in this community. This community is very supportive of the people that live in the community, and I think that's a huge thing and just needs to continue.
Thank you. I guess you have to ask since the others
Have you
been
been a
asked.
resident of the city of Virginia for the last 30 days?
Yes.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions of us?
Not.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Guys, of course.
thanks for coming in. Appreciate it very much. Thanks for coming in so early in the morning.
Thanks again.
I know, we're on vacation, guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Excellent day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Notice that 8 minutes.
By the last person.
5 minutes, you'll get to keep things interesting.
Good to see you.
Again, thank you very much. Please have a seat. We have a series of 4 questions to ask of you. Once all the interviews are done, we will then compile a statistical data based upon all the scoring, and then we'll make a decision today about who was selected. And so that being said, we have Councilor Beyondich, who's a part of our personnel chair, and she'll be asking you a series of 4 questions, and we're limiting those answers to 10 minutes, but you have plenty of time, hopefully, to do that.
Okay.
Once again, thank you. Councilor Beyondich.
Thank you. So your first question, tell us one thing that you like about Virginia.
When I relocated here from the metro, it was a place I wanted my kids to go to school, a place I wanted my kids to graduate and grow up with the values that I had as an Iron Ranger. So it was very important to me that I pick the most ideal location to be part of that community, and I couldn't think of any other place I would want to be.
What do you hope to accomplish as a city council member?
Well, I want to express my support for your initiative with the long-term financial forecasting tool. I love that you are focusing on fiscal sustainability, and I feel like that aligns with my values. Looking at what the future is going to be like in 5 years, in 10 years for our community and for our kids.
Thank you. The city is continually looking for ways to reduce costs, maintain a balanced budget, and provide services. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget?
Well, I think you guys have already started along that process with, a strategic budget review and looking at, what things that you can look at to balance. Just me personally, I also have a skill that I can bring to the table. So because I'm part of the nonprofit world, the education world, and the restorative justice world, I do see a lot of opportunities come across my desk as far as grant opportunities that sometimes do include municipalities. So I kind of have been noticing those coming across and saying, you know, hey, this is probably a non-traditional opportunity that may, like, because it's in the educational world, may not be looked at. So I can bring that as well to the table and say, hey, there's this great opportunity that I came across.
I'm not distracting. She's my timekeeper.
Oh.
She's keeping me on time, sorry. If you are not elected, what would you try to help work on ideas or issues that are important to you?
I'm going to continue to be involved in my community. The roles that I play on different committees right now are very important to me. Being involved with the committees that I hold office for and have the honor to serve with, it's something that I value and something that I will continue to do. I do think that you guys have some really great candidates today, so I think it's a tough decision for you guys, but I do think that that I'm really lucky and fortunate that so many people are stepping up to say, hey, I want to be involved, I want to support working in a team to address challenges for the city.
Yeah. Right, and Steve, you had one last question.
Councilor Johnson?
Have you been a resident of the city of Virginia for the last 30 days?
Have.
Thank you.
Do you have any quick questions for us?
I am curious, just kind of looking at like the Baker Tilly training that you guys have coming up. Are you expecting to have that person hit the ground running right away in January to jump in on that training to be aware of that forecast model?
I think that's something we still have to talk about. They've done some, we did have a presentation.
And if I may, thank you. We did have a presentation. It's just the first in a series of things that they're going to provide for us, and training for our employees is one of them moving forward. So thank you.
Thank you. We're done?
Jenny?
Oh, we still have 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh.
So if you have any other questions, or if you have anything you would like to offer.
Yep, add anything you want. This is your time. Thank you.
I think I can't think of any questions coming to mind, but I did want to just express my confidence in my ability to fulfill this role. When I moved back to the Iron Range from the Metro, I had a lot of challenges. So we relocated back to the area, and right after I moved back here, my husband tragically passed away. So I had to figure out how to tap into that resiliency. I purchased a home. I am proud to say that I am 2 years from paying off that mortgage. I became a landlord. I got 2 degrees while working full-time in education. And when I do something, I give my all. And that's something that I think is valuable in a role like this. And although I think that everybody that's applying is great, I am committed, and I do feel confident that I would be able to fulfill the expectations.
Thank you for coming in so early today.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we do too. Thank you, Jenny.
Thank you.
Stepping up to the plate.
I feel like I'm distracted.
Guys have a great day.
Thank you.
We have Mr. Siebert at 8:50. Okay, for the benefit of the audience who's listening, this is recorded for the, so we'll conduct our interviews. Once the interviews are completed, then we will compile all the data, scoring sheets, and then we will make a decision as an elected body here, will take a motion to pay a vote, and then we'll make a decision today about that, and you'll be notified of it. Thank you again for coming, Mr. Siebert. And we have Councilor Beyondich, who's part of our Personnel Committee, will be answering a series of 4 questions. Thank you.
Morning, Jared.
Morning.
So our first question is, tell us one thing that you like about Virginia.
It's a slower pace. But yet we have so many amenities. We have, if you're outdoorsman, we have hiking, we have fishing, we have swimming. We have an amazing business complex going on Main Street. We seem to have events almost every week. It seems, even though it's a laid-back city, there's always something going on. There's always something to do. And I just like the hometown feel, like the nostalgia.
What do you hope to accomplish as a city council member?
Hopefully to further the interests of the city economically and socially. I know to keep pace with the rest of the world, we need to keep building and keep moving forward. And I've done that on a minor level with some of the events we've worked with for like Revive or when I helped with Chair. These small events are great, but I want to do something more to help push the city further. So that would be my ultimate goal. Try to increase our economics and increase our population.
Thank you. The city is continually looking for ways to reduce costs, maintain a balanced budget, and provide services. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget?
For increasing revenue, we definitely need to increase our tax base. Like I said earlier, to build our population. Outreach would be great, reaching out to new families, offering tax abatements for new houses to people to move here to entice them, since we have a brand new school system that can funnel right into the local college. We have some great businesses in the area that are always looking for employees. We have the mines. We have a great structure that we can build on, and I think we need to reach out more to people to tell them how great Virginia is and why they should move here. And if we can offer incentives, like I said, tax abatements, or maybe an introductory visit by a member of the council when a family first moves here, just to get them familiar with some of our administration, get them more comfortable with the city of Virginia. I think building the tax base would probably be the best way to start. And after building that, we can start working on more on the financials.
If you are not elected, what would you do to try to help work on ideas or issues that are important to you?
I would keep doing what I'm doing right now, working with the Revive Committee, helping out at Chair when I can. I worked with the city board, or the school board in the past through the APAC. I just keep doing the work I'm doing right now socially and keep patronizing local businesses.
Thank you.
Mr. Siebert, can you verify that you have been a resident of the city of Virginia for at least the last 30 days?
Yes, I have been.
And is there anything you would like to ask of us?
At this moment, there is nothing on the top of my head that I can think of.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jared.
Okay, thank you for coming in, and thank you for applying for this position. It's live on television, so we're recording this for everybody to see. We are going to ask you a series of 4 questions. It'll be done by Councilor Beyondich from the Personnel Committee. Once we interview everyone, we'll compile all of the data, look at all the scoring on the part of all of us, and then we'll make a decision today on who we are going to offer the position to. So please don't be nervous. Thank you very much for coming in.
Don't be nervous.
It's easy for me to say, isn't it?
It's very easy for you
All
to
right.
say.
So thank you for coming, and we'll turn this over to Councilor Beyondich. Councilor Beyondich.
Thank you. So our first question is, tell us one thing that you like about Virginia.
Well, I grew up in Evelyn, so we were rivals, but I've become to, my business is in Virginia now. I've been in Mountain Iron. I love how you guys are promoting the downtown area. I would really like to be a part of that and help support local people and local businesses, and that's kind of what it's all about. That answered your question.
Perfect. Yes. What do you hope to accomplish as a city council member?
This is a question I was asking myself why I wanted to do this. And I guess I had people stop in to the shop and they're complaining, or they're on Facebook and they're complaining. People don't understand what it is to run a business. And in a small town, when you don't know somebody, but you got to gossip and it just turns into a snowball. So I don't like to spread things like that. I like to find out exactly what's going on. And then if I can fix it or be part of it, I don't know. Just try to figure out exactly what's going on. And it's hard. Business is really hard right now.
Thank you. The city is continually looking for ways to reduce costs, maintain a balanced budget, and provide services. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget?
The budget, I know I've heard things that are just all over the board, and I'm trying to keep my business afloat and kind of watching my own bobber. So I know there's things in what I do, or like, the shrinkage, the staff wages, there's a lot of things that you can cut back, but you don't want to cut back too much so it hurts everything. But I like to try to bring in revenue. The parade, that's an awesome thing. The food truck, vendors, trying to get more people into town. Maybe instead of trying to cut things, try to bring people in and give them something to do. I know there's been a lot of backlash that I've heard about the splash pad. Well, I think that's a great idea because it's bringing people. I had 4 kids, and when we were in the cities, they had them. And they were free to go to. It brings people into town. They might go and have something to eat. They might go shop at the local businesses. It's an expense, but then it should work out. Hopefully, it works out in the long run to bring people in. There is one in Aurora, and I know a lot of my, people that I know go there and they love it. It's safe for the kids to go and play, and that's what we need more of. And that's even with the building that I have. It's huge, and there's a room. And I could fill it up with stuff and sell stuff. But I want to bring that in and have, say, young people come in and have a dance, or watch a movie, or play games, even families. Domestic violence is very big in my background, and I want to help promote people get together so you don't think that you're the only one in that situation, and bring people together. And they might spend money at my business. I'm hoping it works out that way, but then it might bring somebody into town that was not in town on that day. So they might stop somewhere else. You hope that would be the outcome.
If you are not elected, what would you do to try to help work on ideas or issues that are important to you?
Well, like I said, I'm going to do that with that room, whether I'm appointed or not, because I just think it's a need we need to have places for people to go and have family fun, and that is safe. So that I'm going to still do. If there's a committee to be on or something on that, down them paths, then I would be interested in that very much. Because if I'm going to be here with my business, then I want to help as much as I can.
Thank you.
And I have the final question. Have you been a resident of the city of Virginia for the last 30 days?
30 days?
30 days, yes.
Yes, I'm at the shop. Yes, yes. I stay at the business. There's an apartment, so.
And do you have any questions for us?
I guess, what are you looking for in a candidate? Excuse me. You know, what are you looking for as far as, you know, somebody to do? I've never been on a city council. I'm on my fire department. I've been on there since 2012. I'm on the board, firefighter, EMT, so I don't know I know what I do there. I just don't know what you guys are expecting. And I'm willing to try to do anything that will help better the city.
Well, if you're asking the question,
I just don't know.
well, all of us here really have the same goal in mind, and just like you had indicated, you and all the other candidates, is you want to make this place a city a better place to live and work and represent the community and the citizens to the best of your ability, and that's what we're all trying to do, and that's what you indicated you're trying to do, and I think that's the goal.
Then we're all on the same page, huh?
We are.
Anybody else? We're good? Thank you for coming in, Julie.
You're welcome. All right.
All right, thanks for coming so early.
I get up early, so it's okay. Nice to meet you, too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Mr. Skelko, welcome. Thanks for applying for this position. We have, this is being recorded on cable, so we have a series of 4 questions for you, and what we're going to do today, we'll ask these questions, then we'll all get a score sheet from our city clerk, and then we will compile the statistical data, do all the scoring, and then we'll make a decision today. And as this is a special meeting, we'll make a motion to appoint. So welcome, thanks for coming in so early. We have a series of 4 questions, limited to 10 minutes, so we're starting at 9:10 a.m. And so we'll have Councilor Beyondich from our Personnel Committee ask the questions of you and take whatever time you need to do so within a 10-minute period. We have a timekeeper here to keep us on track. Thank you, Mr. Skelko. Thanks for coming in.
Wave the flag if I start talking too much.
Councilor Beyondich.
Thank you. Justin, tell us one thing that you like about Virginia.
I like the small town. You know, I like the atmosphere of the community. People generally are here for the same common good, and we raise our kids here for the same reasons. And we choose Virginia because of the convenience and the the simpler living than some of the big city living and things that I've
You. What do you hope to accomplish as a city council member?
I think I would like to accomplish continuing to grow, like looking forward more. I grew up here, obviously, everyone knows this, but it's been a roller coaster. The mining when I was a kid was huge. There was a lot of opportunity. There was a lot of stuff. I mean, you've seen it kind of, slide over the years. There's just not the numbers aren't there. The opportunities aren't there. And I think there's ways that we can look to build it. I mean, you look at the world right now and people want out of the big cities. Well, let's give them opportunities to come to little cities and develop and grow and be part of a small community and with a big vision, but still keep that small city mentality, part of it.
Thank you. The city is continually looking for ways to reduce costs, maintain a balanced budget, and provide services. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget?
Kind of goes with that whole creative. I mean, I gotta give props. I did hear that, you're being leaders. You've taken on these things, saying you're going to give up your benefits. That's $155,000 savings. There's little things we got to be leaders as of the council members to do it. It's tough decisions. There's going to be a lot of you got to shake things up a little bit. So controlling that budget and getting it, to a point where property taxes aren't struck every year for homeowners and people want to continue to live here. That's one of the big things. What was the question? One more time, sorry.
Sure. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget?
Yeah, I mean, that was a big one. We just got to look at staffing, I think, is one of them. 70% of it is staffing. I mean, we got to get creative in how we can downsize that, but not hurt people in the process. And then I think a lot of it is utilizing our resources. I mean, we have, the outdoor activities up here. We got to embrace the coldness and embrace the atmosphere and entice people to come here. So, make the snowmobilers want to stay in Virginia instead of Lake Vermilion. Make the snowmobilers, four-wheelers. Like, let's have this as the hub, and then they can go to Lake Vermilions or wherever they want to go from there. But let's make Virginia the hub, and that's kind of my vision and what I would like to help lead.
If you are not elected, what would you do to try to help work on ideas or issues that are important to you?
I mean, I would continue to, I would be your thorn in the side at meetings. I'd come here and test you and challenge you and bring ideas and be part of it the way I can. I mean, there's many avenues. Council's not one of it. It's just one of the many avenues to be part of it. I would just continue being me, and I've learned over the years is, if you don't like something, don't just sit and complain about it. Just do something about it. So this is me doing something about it and being active. So I would continue the same process and see where life takes us from there.
Thank you.
And my question for you is, have you been a resident of the city of Virginia for the last 30 days?
30 days? Yeah.
Do you have any questions of us?
No, no. I think I'm pretty good. I've been tracking, I've been following.
Thank you.
Yes, no, I appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks for coming in, Justin.
All righty, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, even, I talked low.
Just
Okay, we have this recorded live. This is a series of 4 questions that we'll be asking you, and Councilor Bionis from our Personnel Committee will be doing so. We will be compiling all the data and listening to all the information that you provided earlier and answering to the questions. Our city clerk will pass out the score sheets. We will score, and then we'll come to an agreement, and then we'll make a vote here today about the appointment to the council. So once again, welcome, Crystal, to this interview, and we'll turn this over to our Personnel Committee member, Councilor Beyondich. Councilor Beyondich.
So the first question, tell us one thing that you like about Virginia.
This is the community that we chose to purchase a home. As both families back to Virginia, together with the opportunities that exist. The locality of some of the major businesses in the area, together with the schools, together with having a world-class public safety group of people serving from law enforcement to firefighters to our ambulance service. Those were all attractive qualities that helped sway the decision for my husband and I to choose to live here. So there's a lot of things that are the opportunities that are present in this community.
What do you hope to accomplish as a city council member?
Having been involved in the process a few years ago, not the city council piece of it, but really understanding how local government reaches decisions, balancing the needs of so many competing entities, from taxpayers to staff to fiscal responsibility.
Absolutely. What would you hope to accomplish?
Thank you. Otherwise, I'll go on a tangent. I would just want to have a deeper understanding of how the decisions are made behind the scenes, how great our staff is at compiling the data and making informed decisions, and figuring out how we all can work together and shift the narrative of us versus, or like me versus you, to us versus the problem, coming together as taxpayers, staff, and just the community as a whole, so that we can be seen as a place to model after. We know that at local government levels, change happens slow, but it is strategic, informed decisions in each moment that affect that outcome.
Thank you. The city is continually looking for ways to reduce costs, maintain a balanced budget, and provide services. What is one thing you think the city can do to reduce costs, increase revenue, or assist with balancing the budget?
And I'm just gonna name I am human, and I just got really nervous, so well, just naming that.
Okay.
You know, that is a really heavy question in the times that we are facing, from unfunded mandates to shifting costs from bigger government to local municipalities to challenging needs with labor force development, economic development. I don't think that there is one simple answer to how to reduce costs and increase revenue. But I think what we can do as a group, as a council, as staff, is increase the trust of the public in the decisions that are being made. Moving forward with what are the problems? What does the data say? What is the public opinion? Because at the end of the day, we're their voice, while balancing and being protective of our city staff as we move forward. We can do that by, you know, one piece of it that you named is increasing revenue. How do we bring economic development to the city of Virginia? I think we do that with strategic housing development. I think that we do that with looking at what other communities in the area are doing well. I think that potentially we bring in a third party who's a little further removed from the happenings to give us insight and perspective into what is the next strategic step for the next 6 months, 3 years, 5 years, and so that we're not only meeting immediate needs, but looking forward, so we're not reacting like we are now.
Thank you. If you are not elected, what would you do to try to help work on ideas or issues that are important to you?
I would continue doing what I'm doing right now. I serve on a number of nonprofit boards in the region. I make informed decisions, do the research, you know, talk to people. I was a philosophy minor in college, and one of my favorite quotes is from John Stuart Mill, and he says that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And how do I set down what my personal bias and what my needs and wants are to serve that greater goal? Because sometimes what I see as a priority is actually not a priority for the majority. And I think it is really important to be both inclusive and encompassing of what are we working towards. I believe deeply in public service. I have lived experience of poverty and homelessness. If you're familiar with adverse childhood experiences, my score is 10 out of 10, and I know the power that these seats have in the community out there, and how they can predict outcomes. And I am the exception to what the rule and the statistics say, and I want to be able to bring that and bring a voice to those that are doing everything right, but are still struggling. We have beautiful community events and coming together, and that's the, you know, community and belonging to ourselves and each other.
Thank you.
And I get the last question. Have you been a resident of the city of Virginia for the last 30 days?
Councilor Beyondich?
Do you have any questions of us?
You know, I do have one. I was looking back through the history, and I'm curious with the resignation, how was the process done before? Is this following suit, or is this deviating from what past practices have been?
So I'll start. I think, Pam, please correct me. We've done it in a number of ways. We've done it this way, that we're doing it right now. In the past, we have made appointments based upon applicant process. We've also, on at least one occasion, looked at the previous election, and we decided to offer the position to the fourth place vote getter in the prior election. That was. Pardon? Yeah, and so we've done it both ways, but this is the way the council selected it this way. Our staff put together the questions, they put together the process moving forward, and so we're going to be following this process right now, and it could change. I mean, the council can make the decision to change it, but, you know, we follow the charter and make sure that it's a fair and equitable process, and that's what we're trying to do today. Thank you. Anything else? Councilor Beyondich?
Thank you.
Crystal?
Thank you.
Thank you. And once we're done compiling this statistical data and moving forward, do all the materials you get returned to who? Pam? Okay, thank you. But before, just for that, if case the public, because we're still on the recording, we now have compiled our scores and submitted it to our city clerk for averaging out the scores. And so we'll turn this over to our city clerk, Pam Levine. Pam?
Thank you, Mayor. Sorry for my hoarseness on my voice. So the average of all the scores goes to the lowest candidate, which is, the average was 2.4, and that is Justin Skelko.
I would move the appointment of Justin Skelko for a one-year term.
Support.
Moved by Councilor Bachschneider and supported by Councilor Johnson, based on the scores that were accumulated and presented on the average from our city clerk. The motion in support is to appoint Justin Skelko to the one-year term for the city council ending December 31st, 2026. Is there any further discussion?
Mayor,
Yes, please, Councilor Johnson.
I'd like to thank all of the applicants and for them coming in, and thank them for their willingness to serve the city.
Okay, thank you. Any other further discussion? Councilor Motley?
I would absolutely like to echo Counselor Johnson. It's scary to put your name into something like this, then have to come here in front of all of us is very intimidating. So thank you to everybody that applied. We appreciate all of you.
And so this was a very difficult decision to make moving forward, and so we all compiled our scores based upon what we think is the order of the positions that we voted for, compiled. So it has been moved and supported. Is there any further discussion to appoint Justin Skelko for a one-year term to the city council ending in December 31st, 2026? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. No other business to come forth.
Mayor?
Yes, please, Councilor
Will
Johnson.
we be doing a reorganizational meeting this?
We don't have to, that's only on the year of election. So what we'll be doing is approving all our normal resolutions and appointments at the first meeting in January. But we will have the list of open commission to be discussed at the committee of the whole next week.
I would also ask that we put on adjusting the committee of the whole time on the next committee of the whole meeting, as now a majority of us have day jobs, and I think it might be time to reconsider what that might look like for the council.
And thank you, Councilor Johnson. Nathan, the goal objective here is because we have a new council vacating this seat from Councilor Friedlieb, there are commissions that may be adjusted moving forward. And I've asked Pam to send out a commission list of everybody who's assigned. And if you still want to serve on those committees, you want to add yourself to a committee or move something or take on another responsibility, we can certainly do that. And once that statistical data is compiled, then we can fill it in with the new counselor based upon the availability. Is that amenable to everyone? Okay, very good. Thank you. Any other questions or comments to come before the special committee of the whole meeting today? Hearing and seeing none, thank you for everybody for coming. We stand adjourned at 9:46 a.m. Have a great day. Thank you.